guys, and welcome to another Witch's Boudoir / Sandra Sparks makeup tutorial. And today is a little bit of a combination of everything. As you probably saw a couple of days ago, I did a little bit of a surprise of what I got from Christmas, but I didn't really show you if I used any of the products, and I haven't used any of the products. So I thought today in this makeup tutorial I would use the products that I got for Christmas and for like the under £30 sales, Christmas sales products as well. So today I will be doing a runic symbol, which is the Ehwaz, which is a M shape. And this is all about duty, movement, partnership and harmony. And it's a very simple, quick design. But I'm going to be using eyeshadow and different eyeliners and mascaras and foundation. I will just say that I have put primer on, and I've used my normal Revolution Ultra Face Base primer. But sadly I am actually running out of this. This has probably only got another couple of weeks worth of product in. And you know, I haven't bought it to replace, so I'm going to be using the different primers in a couple of weeks. So yeah, for foundation I'm going to be using the MARC liquid foundation, and this is a matte foundation and it's in the shade Nude. And I haven't actually used any of MARC's actual foundations or eyeliners. I've used their lipsticks. So it'll be interesting to see how this actually works for me, colour-wise and everything. So it'll be quite fun. So yeah, I'm just going to very carefully tear this. So by the looks of it, I don't think you get very much on actual out of the packet. So yeah, I'm kind of like, okay, how much do I get in this product? And I will say that's actually a good like colour for my skin. It's a little bit yellow in places, but I think with blending out it'll be okay. It does have a very like moisturising smell, like really like expensive moisturiser when it has that slight cucumbery smell. It has that scent to it. It's not a nasty smell, it's quite nice. I will apologise if you can hear the TV, Bart's watching Curse of the Were-Rabbit, which is a Wallace and Gromit film, for those that don't know. It's now one of his favourite films that he got for Christmas, so he's a very happy little boy. I will say this isn't like a really strong coverage for foundation. It's very, very liquid, you know, which for me, I do like liquids, but they have to be really close to my skin tone because I find they end up just like sitting on my skin and not actually absorbing into my skin. So yeah. I will say there's like a little bit of product in this. There's like probably enough for like a full face coverage for one day. So yeah, it's not too bad. Is it a foundation I would go for? Well, we will see how well it blends with the other products that I'm going to be using. So yeah. So yeah, now that's my foundation done, and although I've actually put foundation on, I will say that it does absorb into the skin. It's almost very like a moisturising like foundation that seeps into your skin, and just like rather than sits on your skin, it just seeps in. And it doesn't really give you the best coverage, like my spots in that are still very noticeable. My pores are still very noticeable, but it does give you like a good base to work with. It does cover some things, like the redness seems to be a lot less here because I've got a few spots here, and they seem a lot less red than what they were. But it's probably not a foundation I would like go to. I will say that all the MARC products that I'm going to be using today are not promotional products. They're things that I got from Christmas. So yeah, just throwing that one out there. Next I will be doing my concealer, and I will find my blending sponge that has disappeared again. So obviously my concealer, there wasn't a concealer in everything that I bought, but I'm going to be using my Revolution Conceal and Define, and this is in shade C3, and just dabbing it on under my eyes and just on these little nasty spots up here, just to give a little bit more coverage, because they are pretty bad at the moment. I'm blaming all the dairy that I've eaten over the past week. But yeah, fatty diet's never good, and with it being Christmas, my diet kind of goes out the window. But I will have news in the next couple of weeks of me actually starting a new diet, which means that I should get back down to a size 12, 14 comfortably, rather than being a 14 overall and feeling fat. So yeah, that's my concealer done. And next I will be using a eyeshadow palette. Now this is from the Make Me Up collection. This is the like quad kind of set of eyeshadows. I'm probably going to be using like the more like plum colours, so like this middle plum, and possibly like a lighter plum. So I will just get started with that. And I will apologise, I had to pause my camera. I have a few things going on at the moment where I'm going to be darting between filming and sorting out things, so yeah. I will say this eyeshadow palette from Make Me Up is quite soft. It does go on quite nicely. I do have to like go for like extra application of eyeshadow from the palette, but it's not too bad. It does give a good colour. It's not as glittery or as purple as I first thought this colour would be, but it's still a nice colour. There we go. So that is the eyeshadow that I'm going to be using today. It's just a simple colour. It's quite neutral, it's quite evening, and as it's like New Year's Eve and New Year's, I just thought this would be a nice kind of like little look for the day. Next I will be doing my waterline, and this I will be using the Avon True Colour Glamour Stick eyeliner, And this is in satin grey, which is like a normal kind of pencil type. Again, I haven't used any of the Avon kind of eyeliners or that. I've used like Avon bubble baths, and that's pretty much it. I will say this almost applies as nicely as my kohl. It's not, it is very, very easy to apply. It's not sticky or tacky, it's just nice to kind of define the eyes. I will say that the colour satin grey is actually very like the black that I use from Miss Sporty Kohl Kajar. So yeah, that is the eyeliner defined. I won't be doing my lash line today, but I will be using a different liner, which is another Avon Glamour Stick, but this is the Glamour Stick Flick, and this is in Ebony, which is kind of like a different type of like applicator. It's very chunky. So it'll be interesting to see how this actually creates the symbol, which the symbol is just like a capital M in design. So yeah. So to start with the design, I'm literally going to draw a downward line like so, and then I will say it is very chunky, this one. It does apply okay, but it is very chunky. It feels like I'm having to be... Yeah, I'm not over keen on this one. There we go. So that is the design. It's very, very quick and simple. Yes, it's a lot bigger than what I'd normally do. But yeah, this is a very chunky kind of eyeliner pencil. I think for like the lash line, it would be fine. But for actual symbols, it's not that great. I'm going to do the same symbol, but using the Avon True Glamour Stick eyeliner with the satin grey, which is a smaller like applicator. And there goes my son. So there you go. That's a lot clearer, a lot tidier. I think my son just used the toilet. That's a good thing. For those that don't know, it's been one of those days where I could do with a long sleep. So yeah, that is the symbol with the two different types of eyeliner. Next I'm going to be doing my highlighter and blusher. For highlighter I'm going to be using the Kaleido Cosmetics Astrolight, which is like the highlighter I use all the time. But I am going to be using a different brush than I would normally use. So yeah. Oh, I just stabbed myself with that. So yeah, for those that don't know, this is a very different brush than what I would normally use. This is actually more a bronzer brush, and I got this in the Avon Cosmetics. And I think for a blusher it would be fine. But for a for a highlighter brush, it's not picking up very well. So I'm just changing to my sponge very quickly. Just get even that out. There we go. And for blusher, I will be using my Benefit California, which is my go-to blusher. I will say this actually does do a good job with blusher. It's not great for highlighters, but it's good for blusher. And next for lips, I'm going to be using MAC Liquid Lip Liqueur Matte, and this is I'm not 100% Man Eater, which is like a deep plummy purple colour. And I will be using a sort of like brush for this one because it's not like a normal applicator, as it were. So yeah. So yeah, that is the lipstick. I will say this is a really nice colour. I would prefer it if it had come in a proper applicator rather than like a little tub like this. But you do get plenty in these little tubs, so you know it will get used. But yeah, it's a nice colour. I will say the texture is a little bit more creamy than like the other MAC Cosmetic lipsticks that I've got, which is like quite nice. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed today's tutorial and makeup look. And if you have, don't forget to subscribe and check out my other social media pages. Happy New Year! Bye!